Good morning. Welcome to NovaStar new product launching event. I'm Lance. We're so excited that you could join us for some big announcements about a brand new 8K processor. Today, I will do the presentation part, and my colleague Ethan will do the Q&A part. If you have any questions during my presentation, please leave your message in our Zoom chatting box. So now I will spend around 20 minutes to introduce what they are and how can they benefit your projects and events to realize the unmatched power and unstoppable creativity. But first, I would like to share some history about how it was born. NovaStar aims to provide the best product and the best service to our clients. But we keep telling ourselves that the best product is always the next. So NovaStar has been dedicated to finding what the customers really like and what the market actually needs. We found that the people love the flexibility, extensibility, and the modular design. So the answer that NovaStar gave in 2020 is H-Series. What is H-Series? And what can H-Series do? So H-Series, it is modular design. You can always choose the proper input and output cards according to your specific projects. And the ultra-large loading capacity, the 3 layers, means each output card can support up to 20 Ethernet outputs and 16 layers. Just sky your limit. And the user-friendly, the web control and the presets function make it much easier to operate. As a result, NovaStar has shipped more than 20,000 units since it was launched in 2020. 3 years only, already had a huge influence on the global market, which is unbelievable. And the reaction from our clients has been fantastic. We are so proud of that. But this is 3 years ago. And with the development of the industry, we found that the requirements of our clients has been changing. People now, what they need is 8K solution because more chip on board and MLED panels has been used pretty often. And what they need is not only the larger screen, they also require the high image quality, like the more accurate color, more accurate the grayscale and extra. Besides, apart from that, they also require some camera adaptivity, like because we have more XR application and studios, they require that panels has to work with the cameras. So taking all of this into consideration, the coax family was developed last year. We have the 1G and 5G solution with the VMP software loaded. Also, we have the true 8K input interfaces. So this coax family can achieve the 5G and 8K and also the high image quality in terms of color management and some others, grayscale calibration. And also we have the shuttle fit freeze offside to eliminate the scan lines and black fields to perfect match with cameras. Well, the reaction, the feedback from our clients about the coax family has been absolutely amazing. And we found that the people still like the H-Series. But why not combine all these profound features together to create a brand new machine, plus the AV over IP function? Well, that is the answer NovaStar gave in 2023. That is what I'm talking about today, the MX6000 Pro. Let's check out the details. This is a 6U chassis. It's beautiful, right? And in the front panel, it has a 7-inch touchable display. You can use that to check out the status and configure settings or sending commands. And a USB port. If you have some issue in the products, you can export the result. So you can use that to find out the solutions and reasons. Well, now let's see the rear panel. Let's check out the device here. In the rear panel, it has the control port for some third-party protocol control. It also has a aux port to connect with the consoles and SPDIF port for some audio output application. Of course, it has a gin lock for synchronization if you cascading a lot of units. And a dual power for backup if needed. Well, the rear panel also includes the module design, the cards. For the input cards, we have the most popular interfaces in the market, like HDMI, DisplayPort, and SDI. Each card has 8K capability, which means not only the 4K interfaces, we also have the 8K level, like HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort 1.4. So the whole machine can support up to 32 4K inputs. This is amazing. And as I mentioned before, we can also have the AV or IP function in terms of ST2110 ports. We have two kinds here. Well, now let's check out the outputs. So as you may notice that we only design with fiber output because in some 8K solution, it can help to you to save the cables and save the converters. So we have two kinds of output cards here. One is 410G and the other is 140G. The whole machine can support up to 141 million pixels. This is a beast, to be honest. It can take over basically all the scenarios and applications that you are facing right now. Well, that is all the hardware information, but how powerful it is, how can they benefit your real projects? Let's see the second part here, the advantages. The first and the most important, the 8K inputs. So as I said, each card has a 8K capability. And now we have the 8K interfaces with 8K 30 Hertz. And we're going to achieve the 8K 60 Hertz in the near future. And when we're talking about the 8K, the 5G is always related. Why is that? For example, if you have a large screen, large resolution, and if you are using the 1G solution, each output card requires a lot of fibers and the converters. That will make your projects more complicated and more massive. But if you are using the 5G solution, each card only one converter and one fiber needed. It will simplify the structure a lot. The third feature is the layers. The whole machine can support up to 32 4K layers. And each layer, each UHD layer can make your screen more colorful and more attractive. Let's check out the next advantage is a high frame rate. So now it can support 240 Hertz, and in the near future, it can support up to 330 Hertz, 60 Hertz. Well, if you are having some immersive application or some video games, or if you need to filming with some high moving speed objects, this could be the solution. From this to this. And the next advantage is the extreme low latency. In the pixel-to-pixel mode, it can achieve even 0 frame latency in your controller side. This can make your screen and project stable, smooth, and impressive. Well, talking about the stable, as we all know that the backup is important for your projects, especially in some rental events. So in MX6000 Pro, we provide 3 options to realize the backup solutions. The first one is a pro level. It's not supported right now, but it's going to be achieved soon. And the second option is a card level. You can use some cards as primary, the others for the backup. And the device level as well, of course. So these 3 functions, these 3 options can make you have more flexible solution. You can always choose the proper solutions according to your particular requirements. Well, now let's check out the software. I assume some of you have already known about the VMP software by using the MX40 Pro or MX30. So compared with the traditional NoLCT software, VMP software is not only designed with more modern interfaces, it also has more powerful functions like color management. It has 14-channel colors correction, which means you can adjust your color more precisely. And also the color replacement, you can try different colors in a specific area of the image. And also the curved 3D LED are supported for some high-level color management. The second features about VMP software is user-friendly. So in the VMP software, you are no need to worry about the rectangle limitation, and it's easy to configure like the mapping, the cabinet, building, and also it can support the quick screen correction like sim correction and the multi-batch correction. Well, that is how user-friendly it is. And the next part is the camera adaptivity. So as I just mentioned, we have the shutter fit and the freeze offside function to eliminate the skylines and black field. We also have the multiplexing function. When you have some virtual production or filming the movies, this could be the one. And also monitoring are included as well. With all these profound features, it can make your VMP software unleash your creativity. Another feature in the VMP software is the NCP file. While it's different from the traditional RCFCX file, this is kind of like an all-in-one file because it contains more information in it, like receiving card firmware, the config file, the image booster file, frame rate adaptive file, and dynamic booster information. And everything will be set in manufacturers in advance by the professional team in Shenzhen, and they will ensure the display performance to be the best. All right, that is all the information about the hardware, the software, and advantages. This is amazing, and we're so excited about this new product launchment. Well, if you think this MX6000 is too much, we also have a smaller one, the MX2000 Pro. So the functions of them are basically all the same. The only difference between them is the number of input and output slots. Like if you have a huge project that is multiple 8K, I recommend using the MX6000 Pro. But if you have a one 8K screen or several 4K screens, MX2000 Pro could be the solution. Please kindly take a look at this table. Well, now let's conclude. The new product For the hardware, they are modular design with 8K interfaces, and it can support 1G and 5G solution with AV over IP function in terms of ST2110, that interface, of course. And for the software, we have the WMP software included. And in the WMP software, you can realize three different things. One is the color management. So you have 14 channel colors management, like you can adjust different color more precisely, and also color management, like color placement, and also the 3D LUT and curve supported. For the user-friendly, well, in the WMP software, you have no need to worry about the rectangle limitation and easy to configure the mapping, the cabinet building, and also we can support the quick correction, like seam correction and multi-batch correction. We're talking about the camera adaptivity. So the shutter fade freeze-up side can help you to resolve the skylines and black field issue. And the final one, the image quality. Well, in the WMP software, it has a function, the image booster, dynamic booster, and full grid scale calibration, like the 20-bit plus, like the color space management, like the precise grid scale, and HDR supported. All these are features that MX6000 have today. And this is beautiful. This is amazing. That is all about the online introduction. And if you are interested about the unit demo or some showcase, good news is that we are having a offline road tour from Los Angeles to Milwaukee through the whole states from October to November. You are very welcome to join. So we believe this could be a game-changing product. We are fully prepared about the releasing. Are you ready? Thank you. Now I will invite my colleague Ethan to do the Q&A part. Welcome, Ethan.
Hi, everybody. This is Ethan from NovaStar and support team. Today, I'm in charge of Q&A section. And we already collected some questions from the chatting room during the presentation. Now, let's answer the question one by one. All right, the first question is, do you have option for use shortcut keys like the preset MIDI case? For now, we do not have the MIDI keys to support them, but we have the software, WMP software. It can support switch the presets. But and we also have the front panel. You can switch presets. Another thing is we have the control protocol to provide you guys. You can control the presets via another console. Question 2. Is there a card or way to get an NDI into the MX6000 Pro? All right, right now we are planning to achieve the NDI input card in the future, but we have the ST2110 input cards right now, so it can meet your question. Part 3, will this presentation available for download? Sure, after today's presentation, we will sharing the recount videos and the presentation for us. What receiving cards work with the 5G? That is really a good question. We have the 5G receiving card, which we call it CA50E and XA50. It can support the 5G solution. All right, new question. Do you need specific receiving card for this? Okay, the MX6000 Pro and MX2000 Pro, it can work with our Armor series receiving card and our 5G receiving card. Question 6, what manufacturer is using the 5G? Till now, we have some manufacturer already support with the 5G solution, such like the Epson, Lab, lap LED, and we also have the Unilum LED and VVL suitable with other manufacturers in the future. New questions. Is there a card with physical HDMI or DP or SDI outs? We are not planning right now, but we will collect the requirements from the market and our clients and feedback to our RD team in the future. New question. Can 5G and 1G being used together on MX6000 Pro? That's a really good question. We cannot support to use the 5G output card and a 10G output card and the 40G output card together on the single device. All right. What is the max number of the pixels can the MX6000 Pro handle? All right. The loading capacity of the MX6000 Pro is 141 megapixels. Okay. Question 10. I have a 3H2 and 5H5. Can I look together and control in one PC H2 and H5? The answer is no, because the control Ethernet port on the control card of the H series only one port. Tell us more about shutter fit. Okay, the shutter fit is the brand new features for the our coin system. And if you want to achieve the shutter fit feature, you have to leave the NCP file in the manufacturer by our FAE or the manufacturer, and it will solve the issues such like the scanning line and the black fields. It will make the LED control system working with the camera more smooth and more beautiful. Next question. The maximum pixels for MX2000 Pro. Okay, the loading capacity of MX2000 Pro is 35.38 megapixels. New question. Has the retail price been announced for these models? And for the price, you can leave your contact information in the chatting room, and our salesperson who is in charge of your region will contact you soon. Could you tell me more about ST2110? Okay, the ST2110, we have two input cards options. The first one that is the one primary and one backup, and the second option that is the two primary interface and two backup interface. And each interface that is 25G optical fiber ports, and it can support 4K and 60 Hz input. I think for the specification of the ST2110, if you are interested, we can send you the specification after the launch event. Would love to check this out in the Los Angeles style. How do we get more information on that? Hi, Les, could you answer this question?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I'm in charge of the business in Los Angeles. Could you please leave your contact information, and I will send the specifications and pricing and everything you'd like to know about that. I'm really glad to contact with you in the near future.
Okay. The question 16. Can I know when you start NCE online training? Reason is the Atlanta training on November 7th and 8th. You can visit our official website or the social media to gather the information.
And as I know, this training is not only about the coax system, but also has the Pixel Hue, our new brand included, like the switchers, consoles, and media servers. So if you are interested about more like rental scenarios, you're very welcome to join the NCE.
Okay. If you have any questions about today's presentation, just leaving your comments in the chatting room.
Yeah, if you also require some specification, and please leave your contact information, and we or our salesperson will send that information to your email address.
How many preview outputs? Do you mean the MVR card? Do you mean the MVR card for the MX6000 Pro and MX2000 Pro? If the answer is yes, we are planning to achieve the MVR card by the end of the November. Did I answer your question correctly? We are waiting for a moment. If you have any questions, just leaving your comments in the chatting room. Okay, brand new question. Once optical receiver is compatible with 10G card, CVT 4K, CVT 10. Okay, for the 10G output card, we can using the CVT 10 or CVT Pro, CVT 10 Pro. How to shut down these products safely? Actually, just remove the power cable. And we also have the power standby. If you want to make the devices in a power standby mode, just press the knob. We have the power standby button. Our 2110 cards, input cards, available for testing now. Yeah, the question is yes. Is all available now for delivery? Sure. If you are interested in our MX6000 Pro or MX2000 Pro, we can ship the demo unite to you guys. Then we'll be ready for delivery the whole series. Could you answer this question?
Yeah, it's ready now because after today, the MX6000 Pro and MX2000 Pro are officially released, and they're basically the whole series for now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the pricing and are ready for sale. If you're interested to purchase or for some demo testing, just leave your contact information and our salesperson will contact you.
Okay.
And also we have the road tour offline in October and in November. You can just check out the mapping, like the map here. You can go to your stop and to see, well, which stop you are interested in. You can just try the products by yourself and to decide if you like which unit.
All right. Thanks for lesson sharing. Next question. Can you help introduce the long distance transmission solution? All right. Now we have the output cards that it have the 10G fiber output card and the 40G fiber output card. And if you want to achieve the long distance transmission, we have some fiber converter models, such like CVT10 or CVT10 Pro, and we also have the 5G fiber converter, CVT8-5G. And both of them have the single mode and multiple mode. For the single mode, it can achieve the 10 kilometers transmission distance. And for the multiple mode, if you are using the CVT10 or CVT10 Pro, the multiple mode, it can achieve the 300 meter transmission distance. But if you want to use the 5G fiber converter, the CVT8-5GM, the distance for the CVT8-5G, that is 100 meter. What are the cable specifications for using the 5G? Okay, do you mean the fiber cables or the Ethernet cable? If you are talking about the Ethernet cable, we suggest that you are using the Cat6. Okay, Cat6. Today we got so many questions,
Yeah.
And we just collect a lot of information from our clients.
Yeah, I can see people are really interested in this new products.
Mm-hmm.
We're so happy to see that.
Yeah, so we have to hold more launch event or the road tours in the future.
Yeah.
What is max length with the Cat 6? The max length for the Cat 6, we are discussed at 60 meters to 80 meters.
And one thing to mention that this MX6000 Pro only support the fiber output for now, but we also have the another unit called CX80 Pro that is in the coax system, and that can support the Ethernet output. So we can choose a proper solutions according to your projects.
Oh, sorry, just answer the last question. What is the max length with the Cat 6? I've found that is 50 meters. Just note it. Tell us about the dynamic booster. All right. I think this client or this customer, they are familiar with our codec system and our MX40 Pro, because the dynamic booster, if you want to achieve them, we have to have the hardware, and you have to using our codec family and using the A10S Pro or the 5G receiving card. But right now for the MX6000 Pro and MX2000 Pro, we are trying to fix some issues about the dynamic booster. So right now we cannot support it. Next question, SIM fiber output card can I use for H5? Right now we cannot support that because the input card or output card of the MX series, with the H5, they are different platform and different hardware. So you cannot plug in the output card to the H5. But for our H5, we also have some brand new output card which have the 410G fiber outputs. I think if you guys have any suggestions or the requirements for our MX series, you also can leave your comments, and we will collect your requirements and feedback to our product, our RD team to optimize our MX series. Okay, we got the brand new question. Are you going to deploy firmware for use of the CVT 4K and 10G card? That is a good question because the CVT 4K, it has the 16 Ethernet outputs, but the CVT 10 or the CVT 10 Pro, it has the 10 Ethernet port. So I think for now you can we are suggesting you are using CVT 10 or CVT 10 Pro. And in the future, we will feedback to our RD team to generate a brand new firmware to suitable with the MX series. But you guys want to know more details about our video management platform, the VMP software? I think that is very powerful and very user-friendly. So if you are familiar or not familiar with the software, you can leave your comments. I will give you guys more details.
Yeah, for the software, you can also download the newest version in our official website. You can use the offline mode to have a try on the VMP software to see how powerful it is and what the difference between that with the NovaStar. So that is one of the biggest feature of our coax system and also the MX6000 Pro.
Yeah, but for the one tips.
Yeah.
For the MX6000 Pro and the MX2000 Pro, right now we are the latest version on our official website. That is version 1.2, 1.3. It cannot support to working with the brand new products.
Okay.
But we are planning to achieve them in the next version, the 1.4.0. So I think maybe there is no new questions. So let's.
Okay. So if you have some further questions, you can come to our offline road tour to ask our colleague just face to face, and they will answer more about the details, and you can have a hands-on practice about the new products. Well, and you can also leave your contact information and for some specification or more details about the products. And we're very glad to hear from you.
Mhm.
Well, I think that is all about today. Thanks for your time and joining. We will see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.